everybody, welcome to the second game of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Tonight, we are ready to find things out. And get ready, the third versus the sixth seed is about to bring things on. It's the Golden State Warriors, and they're facing against Los Angeles Lakers at Crypto.com Arena. This is one of our biggest of the Pacific showdowns in the Western Conference, and they both met each other since Season 3 was the biggest of the show. But right at this moment, it's going to be a hard take on the slam. Nothing really settles it in. If anything, gets better than this. But at this moment, we have one of our big players here. That one star made his way, and the other star has joined in with the game. That's right at this moment. Without Anthony Davis, it's all what happens with new change-up that brings it in. And as of this moment, the Golden State Warriors have one player, Jimmy Butler, with the Golden State Warriors, and for the Lakers, Luka Doncic. But at this right now, this is going to be the first part of the game to see what happens if this change on anything. So, are we ready to start things off there, fan? I guess so. I am ready for this game. It's going to be exciting, so can't wait! As right now, for the starting head coach is Steve Kerr for the Golden State Warriors, with Stephen Curry, Braden Podziemski, Moses Moody, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green. The other side is the Los Angeles Lakers, Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, and Jackson Hayes. And for the start of the coach for the first time in the postseason, J.J. Redick. This will be the head coach for the Los Angeles Lakers. And now for our final game of the night of this presentation of the NBA playoffs, I have his Meat Phone. He's also along with some other commentators as well. And this time, I'm bringing a warm welcome is Balloon. And the commentary crew is Ballpoint Pen. And the corner will be Alan LaForce standing by on the sideline. We'll see you all later, everybody, for the post-game show after this. Now enjoy yourself. Warriors, Lakers, next on 2K Sports. And this is our big matchup here for our Pacific matchup. James is ready. Game tip-off starts next. Good evening, everyone. We are at Los Angeles at Crypto.com Arena. I'm Phone 4, and I'm here with my broadcast partner with Balloon, and Ballpoint Pen is in the third commentary. And Ali LaForce is joining in for the sideline for tonight's game. It's our biggest of the moment. Stephen Curry is with Braden Podziemski. Ben Moody, he's with Jimmy Butler. And in center is Draymond Green. Jackson Hayes is right toward the center. He's also with LeBron James and Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in the point guard. And finally, we have our biggest of the matchup. It goes with one of our biggest of the support. And this will be Austin Reeves. Here we go. Final game for the first part of the night here and for the NBA postseason of the playoffs. We are off and start away. Hachimura start things off then, and he now will find it over to get a Luka Doncic. Right toward the wing as he looks it over to Hachimura, looks to James. James in a scramble, looks to Hachimura. And it'll be an offensive foul. That will be on Los Angeles as they bumps into Jimmy Butler. Oh, that's going to start very bad, and that's not going to be good.
It's really not really that good at all. Like the same things. This is not where we're starting things often. You know what happens, Cliff? The foul is going to get bumped up.
First foul is carried on Los Angeles as Luka Doncic is his first foul and your first team foul for the Lakers. Sometimes it happens with Stephen Curry, and this is what happens. After turnover, this is what happens with Stephen Curry who's trying to make the drive. First free throw coming to the free throw line is Stephen Curry, just to start as passing the 22nd mark for the Golden State Warriors to get to the free throw line. Stephen Curry hits the first free throw.
You know, talking about for Stephen Curry, he's really professional. And most likely, I've got to say this, is he's really getting a lot of views. Better effort, and he's definitely got a TV show. I mean, you guys are holy moly. I gotta say this one here, that you've really been enjoying it for a while. It's been a while, just like it always.
Well, I may have to tell you now. I mean, whatever this plays in for Stephen Curry, he really has it all what he can get. After the foul has been picked up by Lakers, here's Hachimura. Slides it back. And he's right over to Austin Reeves. He looks to Doncic. Around Curry. Big drive. Makes it in for Doncic. He's got his first 2 buckets score in the postseason. Look out really well for Luka Doncic has been for the play. He's got a great start. Green on Hayes. Sidesteps in motion. Over Doncic. The rebound by Green. And he will take it in here right around Hayes with his first point. Now Doncic will settle it over, now finding Reeves. Reeves switches it over to Hachimura. Hachimura on ball against Butler. Here's James settling it in. Up with the shot, and good for LeBron James. He's got his first 2-pointer of the game.
Biggest night for LeBron James. I mean, he's really like the king. Gotta get out with a good start at the beginning.
Here's Green toward the outside, and a bounce pass now finds Butler. Here's a take. He deflects the pass. Trying to shoot. Moody up, and he goes with a jam. That will be Moody's first throwdown against the Lakers. Didn't think he was going to start that often, don't you think?
Well, no, I thought it was not.
He's Doncic, he now finds it over to Reeves. He looks to LeBron James. LeBron James over to Reeves on a shot. Tapping him in. As he's got his first 2-pointer for Austin Reeves. Tied up for 6. And here's Curry's right toward the wing as a screen puts in for Butler. Outside, Pazuski. A pass now finding over again about Butler. Pushes across. Ron Hachimura. And he won't get it back this time. We just played for 2 minutes here on the court. And reporter Bernal LaForce talking in as J.J. Redick was able to have his own courage. And his first postseason, for his first time ever as a head coach, he's looking to see what his next major maturity to pull it in with his team. Well, that's not what happens with J.J. Redick. He really has been keeping all of his better stats. But here's the rating. This is nowhere optional. And what happens with that? It gives him a better range to start things off with. That's what happens. He gets it all. And I'm out of status with Jimmy Butler for this season on the last 4 games. I think the last 4 games was much better than that.
Yeah, I agree. Must have been happening with most of the thing in between them. You can't get away with them.
Doncic now finds Hachimura. The bounce pass now finds Hayes. Over Green. Good layup, and that's a hard shot to put in for Hayes as he's got his first bucket in. Golden State trailing by 2. And a pass to Moody. Moody pass, looks over again to Butler. Butler, toward the wing, with a 2. We'll get it back, and it's denied by Hayes. Last touch by Doncic. This will keep Warriors ball in the court. 4:12 to go in the first quarter. That's a great start to put in for the first block for the Lakers.
Yeah, huh? That's what it is, baby.
3-pointer no good for Stephen Curry. And it's rebounded by LeBron James. You guys, first rebound of the night, he will now send it over to Doncic. Doncic looks to Reeves. A send-off pass to get to Hayes. They now find Doncic. Doncic almost lost the ball. Trying to hold on. Here's the 3 for Hachimura. Outside of the target, no good. Butler on his way, throws it down. That one takes a slam hedge for Jimmy Butler. Now here's Doncic, he's right toward the wing. Dawkins now finds Hachimura. Hachimura settling again. Finding James. Over the shot. This one misses the target. Butler's right toward the wing. Butler sent it over to Curry. Curry from outside against Dawkins. The screen by Green. Here's a jumper. And that one misses again. And it's LeBron James. He's got his second rebound of the night with only 3 minutes in the first. James slides back, now finds again a Dawkins. Dawkins moves inside, lost the ball, and it's taken away by Green.
Oh, that's definitely how bad they went. I don't know what's going on.
James denies the shot. He's got his first rejection of the night, and now he finds Dawkins. Dawkins looks over to get a gaze. This is right toward the wing. Send over. Now finding again a Dawkins. Dawkins up. Jumper shot's good for Dawkins. He's got his second bucket of the game. Really what they made safe for Luka Doncic might have had a great feeling to put on the start. First time out given by Warriors with only 2:20 to go in the first quarter.
Well, as I say for now, it's the Golden State Warriors. They're really like a harder team to get through. But as for Doncic on the other side of it, I got a great range for him. He's going so well. Hard key, acceptable. It just makes it real look easy on that case to look good. And it didn't feel like anybody can be out there for them.
Well, I gotta say now, I mean, they just really, you gotta believe for yourself. I mean, they really have done so many of the attempts. They're pretty sure enough that they were keeping a high on the target. And nothing really slows down. They really wants to keep things in under Virgin. And with all the takes here, I have one of our biggest of the supporters that they would like to give up with a big community thanks to the LA Police Department and for giving us our sacrifices here who lost their lives. So as for the LA students, for the American Red Cross, and for the donation for you all, you've been giving generously to the whole community of California and the Los Angeles district. This one is given for you guys a better salute. Well, I really appreciate to everyone, and as for always, you will give community that you have great given and dedication to our lifetime. Thank you for the donations, as we give the students and officials and everybody that lost their lives. We appreciate your spirit comforting, and with all your support, we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, people. We appreciate all with your life. Just 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and as he's finding the connect. Connect rolls again to Vincent. Looks to Dorian Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith up. That rolls in the net. No Finney rolling in inside out. Now Stephen Curry's right toward the wing. Here's the cut motion. 1-2. Drives in and toward the bucket score. Stephen Curry's got another 2-pointer. Well, they say now for Stephen Curry, he's really pushing all the heart. The limitations are definitely unbelievable. Here's Vincent. The pass over now finds a Goodwin. Goodwin to Dorian Finney-Smith. Connect. Around the edge. And a big T here. Dominguez got the ball, and now Peyton the second will have it. Slides back, now finds Curry. Curry has to Hield. But he yields for 3. Now rolls off and in and out. No connection for the lead off for a triple. Connect. The pass over to for Dorian Finney-Smith. Vincent watching targetly, and now it's back to Connect. It's stolen by the team of the Warriors. Domingo up. Trying to get a lead, but it's Connect with the rebound. Now Connect gives it over to Vincent. Vincent drives into the middle, and it's too hard. Down to 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. On its way down, and gives that one a good stop on the effort for Vincent to try to hold on a contest shot by Curry.
Well, that was a little too hard anyway. I mean, nobody has a chance over, but they just can't get away with this.
Hayes. Oh, nice taking a one-hand slammer, as he has a one hand to give the jam. Well, Didn't really think he was going to be able to make it hard. Hurry. 4 seconds. Here's Post. He will take his bucket score to tie this game. And it's Vincent. Taking a half-court shot. It's too short. That one ends the quarter. 14-14 to score. Tight game here, but it's a Pacific showdown. Anything can happen in LA District. We got the second quarter coming up right after the break. You're watching the NBA playoffs presented by Google on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, we welcome you back as we're getting ready for the second quarter. And there's the banner as you're looking over toward the right. The Lakers won for its first kind of it of the in-season tournament for the first season. And before the Bucks, they won the NBA Cup. This was a little bit different and nobody was ever expecting to see that. But good thing they'll keep it coming. And we'll see what happens with the Lakers going back in for the NBA Cup. We are in a start for the Warriors. Brzezinski's with Buddy Hield. Jackson Davis is in center. Kuminga is with Jimmy Butler. And for the Lakers, we have his Doncic. Right turn away, we have it across is Austin Reeves. Then for the wing on the other side of it is LeBron James. Vanderbilt toward outside. And then toward the center is Finney Smith. Here's James. Cut inside. Good tough shot makes it in for James. He's got a second.
Well, I didn't see anything, but that's what James Reed did. That's a big shot.
Jackson Davis now finds it over again to Hield. The pass now finds Brzezinski. Brzezinski alley-oop it, and we'll let it go. This will be out of bounds, and turnover to the Lakers ball. Brzezinski, his first turnover of the game. And it's saddest now to give over the league leaders a points off again a toss. This season, they are in second place, 19.7. Well, it might be happening with the points off in the toss, and they really have been kept on fighting that long. They don't really care at all. They would have just understand if they just really kept on coming in back. I don't really see what's the problem with this. They've really been keeping it over. What a shot for Austin Reeves. The Doncic with the assist, he got a great pass of that. That's a better connection here than the Mavericks. Brzezinski lost the ball. James has got it back. Over to Doncic. The shot no good for Doncic. Speaking of this game, the crowd really loved to hear the energy. As they already supplied him as the Lakers played against the Dallas Mavericks by the regular season, they welcomed him back. And with all the appreciation, it has been the wildest game ever. When all this happens now, they really expect to see him coming back in. Of course, I know this happens. And hey, especially when most people they're loving and missing him out, I gotta say this. He's really been playing a lot of hard work on his own team. I can't wait to see what happens with Doncic. He really loves coming back here in Dallas. But as I've always, he's been on the dark side for a long time. Finney Smith, great shot as he dumps in with the two. Finney Smith's got his second. And only under 6 minutes remaining in his first half. Jackson Davis in, scores. That'll be Hield with the assist. Here's Doncic, slows it down, finds Reeves. Reeves looks again to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt finding Reeves, and a power makes it in for the jump ball with the jumper to make it for the number 2. Reeves got 6. 22-16 to score. Here's Brzezinski. In motion on the cut, and he got a slam dunk on the drive. He rolled that one in quickly to get another 2-pointer. Well, they don't see what happened this game. That's why they have been putting a lot of defensive breakdowns here for the Lakers. They're not starting off really well. He finds Doncic. Doncic goes in the middle and got it in. Doncic has got 6 points in the game. And it's Reeves with the assist. After a little force-sucking in from Jason Kidd, this one really has been making it feel like this was all to happen. But for now, Steve Pearl trying to tuck in with Stephen Curry to try to get his man advantage. He really had all what to take in, but there's no stepping to his advantage to try to keep going in for business. He really have to show what's going on, if anything is possible. That might be the big take to give it all.
Yeah, you're definitely, but I'm gonna say no. I mean, there's no way to have it better than that. And probably it's gonna be a home run.
And here's the status right now as we are looking at LeBron James, the biggest in the interview, and most fans really appreciate of Luka Doncic on a better game of the night.
I mean, he's battle tested. He's been in big moments. He's played in big moments throughout his whole career. Literally less than a year removed from the NBA Finals, so he knows what to expect, and that's great to have, that going into the postseason when you have guys that's been battle tested, and he's special with it. So that's always a good feeling. For sure. I mean, that was our only concern, is for us to support him, and be there for him in whatever fashion or whatever way we could be throughout the whole entire game. So that was our only motto, our only motive, our only thought process. Everything was to make sure that we was there for him in any way, shape, or form.
You can expect now about this LeBron James, the line of hard feeling. They really kept on coming in.
Yeah, of course they did. I mean, fair appreciation. It does happen to anybody.
James now finds Doncic. Doncic looks over to Reeves. Reeves lost his ball, still got it back. Doncic for two. There's going to be a foul on the personal. That's going to be Hachimura's second. Well, this is not going to be changing very good here so far. They don't play it so oftenly, they're going to get whipped on. Jimmy Butler now finds Basinski. Basinski inside the paint. Moody for three. And good. Here trains another one. They're down by three quickly to give that one a 24-21 game. Now Luka Doncic pulls the pass to James. James to the middle. Calendar one. That'll be James with that number 2-pointer. 26-21 score. Look at how the hustle makes it in. That's what we want in this first personal foul. Now some new changes here as Stephen Curry is coming in for Jimmy Butler. Basinski moves over right to the shooting guard and Moody moves to small forward. One shot remaining for LeBron James.
Well, I see the key. I mean, he's really aggressive. He's doing so well. Hey, what they say now for LeBron James? It's your next man to be here.
Well, they wouldn't care about that. I mean, that's what James has been really doing. Hard work makes sense, but this might be the next take if they wanted to keep an eye out. Now Reeves, here's Doncic for the three, makes it in. They now put up a 9-point lead for the Lakers. Doncic just got 9 points in this game, and it's career. Stephen Curry on Doncic. Here's three for Basinski. That one goes the other way as he makes a three-pointer. Not really Stephen Curry's big idea, but looks like that Lakers definitely only made it a chance better that way. As for Stephen Curry, he definitely makes a three. Hachimura against Green. Tough shot, but he misses. There's no constipation on playing a tough shot, miss, and no greatness to all. This is what happens. They don't really play off. James the other way. Pass it again to Reeves. Now Doncic will settle things down here on court. Here's James for a triple. Good from outside. This one gives it in for two with 10 points in the game. Well, he's just definitely what you all want to do for here running it. And the fans show wild in Los Angeles. Timeout call by Golden State Warriors with 2:26 to go. And there was no other way to have this one pop in, but they now know they took it all.
Well, doesn't seem what they always did best. They just kept on going.
Don't forget, folks, we have our halftime show coming up for you as we have Scotty Johnson, Alon McKinney, Jet Smith, and Shaq O'Neal. Big starts here for Luka Doncic as he's rolling in for best point guard positions. And they said they're never going to look, they're never going to quit, they're going to keep on trying things again. I'm sure that he's going to definitely do his best take on his effort. Let's see what he does. I'd say so. I mean, it's going to be like a fantastic kind of game. Listen, everybody's been pulling in. If we need a Suns, that way they're playing a rise like this. It's big. Big world. Nothing says anything. What could you say now, really, huh? Game takes it. Lots of competitions. Everybody's game. Yes, anybody's game. So that will be the halftime show coming up after the first half complete. Substitutions on the court for the Lakers and the Warriors as Al Kemon Mooney's on the court. He'll be checked in for Moody. And now here's Curry for the two. Got it. Drains the three in the corner. It is a 33-27 game. Now as Doncic is right toward the wing with only 2:13 left. Doncic feeling it out a little bit, now finds to get a good win. Goodwin, looks to James. James, back pass, finding Goodwin. Goodwin up, step good, and he took it out of you. Back goes with another two-pointer for the Lakers. LeBron James adds another assist. Curry, toward wing, in the middle, Mooney outside. Outside, Curry. Two-pointer traps it in. 1:40 to go in the first half of the game. They have been really clutching shots. While they may be able to be a clutching shot, but I've got to admit that clutch shots, it's definitely not the easiest to take. But as you always would mention it, they have to believe on to get this thing corrected. You know, possible is just endless. Hachimura shot's good. He made up with a 2-point slick on the feed. And here comes Green. Curry's right toward the wing. Green for Moody. Miss here for Golden State Warriors. Down to a final minute in the first half. Now Green finds James. James looks to Goodwin. Goodwin looks to James. Now finds Doncic. 6 to shoot. Hachimura. Open 2. And once again, they couldn't get the two-pointer knocked off target. On its way, in the second. It goes up, and a foul will be picked in for Los Angeles. This will be on LeBron James' first personal foul, and a first team foul for Los Angeles.
Well, Gary Payton was really up to mechanical to make it. I don't think there was an impossible choice. They just can't get that one moving the right way.
30.8 seconds left in the first half of the game as Gary Payton is at the free throw line shooting 2. First free throw knocks down for Gary Payton. And for one big change here, as 3 players are off the court, as 3 players are on the court. This time it's Hield, and it's Green, and Post. And he makes the second. 30.8 seconds up in the first half, and now here's Doncic. Doncic, 25 seconds left in the first half. Finds James. James to connect. 6 to shoot. Over now, finding James. And that goes off the rim. They couldn't get it back in there. Green right toward the opposite side. Hield for 3. Misses. That ends the first half. 37-31 to score. And I will do here. We'll get ready for our halftime show as we make our way approach Stay tuned. Second half is underway next. Now here's Allie.
Here is Coach Steve Kerr. Your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. They're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay,
all right, Allie, thank you so much. Stand by for the halftime show as we'll be back with you shortly after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. What a second quarter for them. They're up by 6 at the break. A nice lead. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What you like is many of their baskets come off assists. That's a sign of a team that's working together and functioning at a high level. No need to have this hero ball where I'm going to shoot and no one else is going to get the ball. Nope, they moved it, and we'll see if they can keep it up themselves.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors will play?
Whatever their game plan was defensively coming in, that needs to change. Can't let a team shoot for a percentage in the high 50s and expect to come out on top. It's on the coaches and the players to adjust.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
You've been watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back as we're getting ready for the third quarter. As right now, in this moment, it is a big tightness in the game. A little sadness here for Stephen Curry as he's been able to take all of his study. Most of the game doesn't really happen on most of all of these. They didn't seem to be like turning out. It was just harder than he expected.
Definitely playing for some reason for Stephen Curry. He was really all of us had a chance. And I gotta say, man, Stephen Curry's been one of the best. I mean, my conversations always can't really get rid of him.
Here's a start for the Lakers as Doncic is with Reeves. James is right to small forward, and Hachimura right to point forward, and Hayes is inside. On a start, here's Reeves. 7:45 left to start in the third quarter as he rolls to Doncic. Doncic looks over to Reeves. Reeves passes again to Doncic. Bounce pass now finds Reeves. A send over to Hachimura. Over Payton. That's missed again with another two-pointer. Curry on his fast break. For the finish. Three-pointer for Moody. That rolls in and out. James with his own rebound. That's his fourth. James having a little hard time to look forward. Now he finds Reeves. Reeves finds again to James. Now he finds again to Hachimura. Over Green. Good. Step in. This is Hachimura with his second bucket. Hachimura is getting another use of it with his own steal. Well, I believe that this may have been only taken, but nothing really settles down if he gets from his better shot. Moody hasn't seen what his score puts in there. He has 7. Now as Reeves is right toward in the wing, he finds the pass to James. James looks to Doncic. Doncic finds passing to Reeves. Reeves fades. Doncic out. We got a finish. Oh, what a hard drive and a foul. That's going to be on Stephen Curry's second personal.
Well, I don't know what happened here. Stephen Curry's already been stopping, and he's not getting enough. Well, he's been backed out.
Doncic at the free throw line shooting 2. 6:16 to go in the third quarter. Well, he's definitely a little bit of a hard sling. He's not really picking it up at all. Doncic hits the free throw. Well, I didn't really see what happened with Luka Doncic. He's really getting all what he's done for. And believe it or not, they've really been slipping it out. Sometimes it doesn't get better feet than this. They've really been kept on coming back outwards. Doncic missed the second free throw. This will be a 7-point possession between the Lakers and the Warriors. Kozinski now finds Curry. Here's a 3 for Green. Good triple 3 as he gets that one back down by 4. And now Doncic will have his own chance. Doncic looking around. Finds again to James. James looks to Hayes. Hayes gives it over to Claire to finding to Reeves. Reeves. Here's James. 3-pointer knocks it in. That's James with 13 points. He is picking up this pace. Right at the right timing. Curry for 3. Answer back the other way. And back on the slam. Puts in for Green as he knocks it down.
Well, this is really what happened now. Green's getting a slam. Putting it in was a better take.
Timeout given here by the Lakers with only 5:27 to go. You got a lot of talking to do here as they need to give some a little better changes. The NBA playoffs and 2K Sports is brought to you by Hotels.com. Find your perfect place somewhere. AT&T 5G. Connecting changes everything. And by Ruffles, the official chip of the NBA. And a stats right here for Stephen Curry as he made this one with an absolute win. And they definitely didn't see what goes in now, but that might be gets taken on his interview.
Fleece the Rockets with that contract. Shooting 4 for 19 should be a hate crime against the rims. I think that's Taylor Swift's next tour date. I have to look it up. But anyways, my donkey of the year, Draymond Green, got absolutely cooked by Sengun once again. Draymond is against racism. That's why he lets every white center clap his cheeks raw every time they play against him. Jokic, Sengun, Zach Edey, Zubac, just to name a few. But I'm proud of my little donkey. Either way, it's time for me to go feed him some grass. He earned it tonight for sure.
You see, every time this happens with the only take in, and that Stephen Curry's been taking all of his time, effort, and most teams are never going to get a progression out of him.
Wow, what a great move. Did you see what James did? That's when you made that one in the bucket. That's a great race to put him in.
Count that in one. What a great take. After the foul has been picked up by Golden State Warriors, there will be one shot left for LeBron James. He has 15 points in this game. And coming back on the court is Jonathan Kuminga. And he takes the 2. James got 16 points in this game. Just about 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Over to the middle. Good throw down by Jimmy Butler. This one takes it easy and not a hard rush down right toward the rim. Jimmy Butler sends it to Vincent. Vincent looking over again. He now finds James. James, Hayes, around Green, and good. Hayes with 6 points in the game. 48-40 score. And this will be a late reaching foul on Los Angeles. Austin Reeves with his first personal foul and a first team foul on Los Angeles. You gotta be careful with the reaching. This is not how you're gonna be starting off that quickly. And if you don't do it too soon, you can't play it out one often. Curry fades. Here's a 3. Kuzinski shot. It's good. Rolls back down by 5. 48-43.
Well, they're just really on the hustle. It's just what they make it.
Reeves backs it up. Now finds it again to Vincent. Vincent finds a bounce pass to Hayes. Hayes lost the ball. This one gives over to Green. Here comes Kuzinski on a throwdown, and this one's foul. Austin Reeves with his second personal, and their second team foul on Los Angeles. Big shot of not going all over there. That's what happens with Austin Reeves. You're not playing it so well, and that's what happens with J.J. Redick. He just really couldn't get over this. Free throw coming up for Brady Bozimski at the free throw line, shooting 2.
Shoot 2.
He makes the first one. And he drains the second free throw. Under 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter, it is a 48-45 game. James, look it over. Denny Smith, finishing and drive. Great D by Green. Grabs it back. Meets it, now finds James. He wants to give it to Hayes to make the screen. Stand it up. LeBron James couldn't get the scoring finish. Here's another one to Jimmy Butler. Solid D by James. Under 3:30 to go in the third. Right over to LeBron James. High flyer looking for another take. He now finds Reeves. Sliding back a little bit. Over on Buzimski. Here's the take for Vincent. Shoots over Curry. And good. Vincent's got his first bucket. Just about 3 minutes in the third quarter. Well, he was waiting patiently now. They gave Vincent. Now he's got it right in the way. 3 for Curry. That's another big score to Golden State Warriors. Vinny Smith, throw wing. Looks again. Reeves for 3. That rolls and miss with another miss here in the three-quarter. And Green is on his way. Alley-oop. Good take here. That goes over to Kuminga as it's got Green with a slam. That is Draymond Green with the assist.
Well, didn't see what happens. That really took a little much time and effort.
Reeves sends it to James. James passes over to Vincent. On a pass to Hayes. Here's James. Over and bang! That pulls it in with a spin around and with a one-hand dunk jam. Timeout. Golden State Warriors. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. They really kept on down.
You can't stop us now. Wow. How could James do that? That's something I did not even notice.
I totally agree with you. Nothing that I see really matters. This really took everything. And what a take has been. There's a lot of great status out there. And there's more to come on its way. James, show the crowd. That's the Los Angeles rule. Folks, if you're ready to join him in the second day, the first game will start in for the first seed versus the 8th seed as the Cavaliers take on against the Hawks at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. First game starts at 1 p.m. for our first one. Then the second game will be the Knicks battling against the Pistons at the Madison Square Garden. Coverage starts at 3:30 p.m. here for our next game. And then the next one will be the Rockets against the Timberwolves at Toyota Center. That coverage starts at 8 p.m. and then the following game and the last one will be at 10 o'clock. Will be at 9:30 here for our Mile High against Los Angeles Clippers for our final four of the first game of the night, and it will be all game 2 on its way next. Be sure to keep your eyes here only on Son of Beast off or on the way, and it will be all the games left here to show how it's done with all these performances. You will love things, and they will love it too. Keep it all year round here by downloading the app here on today on your mobile device or on your tablet, and catch all the games, or go to NBA2k25 and check on the best highlights. Your games are only one on your phone and one and only on the go. Peyton, Curry for 3. That's another miss here on outside.
Well, the missing 3-pointers here, but I don't know where's the 3. Where's the 3? Well, it looks like he's having a little trouble getting in there.
Good win, right toward outside. And now he finds Vanderbilt. Gabe Vincent, right toward outside. Gives it to Connect. Connect toward a Ruin. And denied. Here, beer on Jackson Davis. And time's already given up. He just couldn't get the 3-pointer because defender would reject it again. Yeah, he looks like he definitely had a lot of wasting time. And now there's not going to get enough much better than that. Fields for backup 3. And good. They took another one. They're down by 2.
Whoa, this is definitely how quick it is now. They just can't get away with this.
Vincent, pass to Goodwin. Goodwin looks to bounce pass to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt goes pass again to Vincent. There's the bounce pass. Connect. Backs it up. And good to go. Connect's got his first bucket. Under 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The 3, nobody around. Oh, it's going to get the 3-pointer in. Vincent only scored a couple of the pointers. 10 seconds left in the third. Now he finds Goodwin. Goodwin for the back stepper. And that's off the ring. And that's the third quarter. 54-50 is the score. It has been a tight one, a lucky contest, but there's only one more quarter to go. Stick around. Fourth quarter's underway after this. And let's have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game. Well, I'm glad with that one, and this is what they've really been choosing it for the Golden State Warriors. But the Lakers been really coming in there, and this is what happens with LeBron James. He really makes it flow.
Possible sentence. I believe so, but there would be quite take the night.
And you hope you're having fun with us here as this room comes down to the final quarter in Los Angeles. Been pretty late out here, but it's already now like at 8:30 in Pacific time. This might have been a latest game. Now as the final group we have is Stephen Curry. He's with Hield. Looney's right toward into Mooney, and Hield right toward the center. On the move, good one. He's at his third bucket. That's 6 points in the game. Now Stephen Curry will have his own change. Mooney from outside. Now he gets back. Lost a dunk. And it goes back to Hachimura. I don't know what happened here. Looks like that somebody else might have given up. And whoa! I must have seen where LeBron James must have got that slam thing down. Butler backs it up. Mooney toward the middle, and a shot. Great D by Vanderbilt. James has got his 5th rebound of the night. And James, finding himself with through, now finds Reeves. Now the pass now finds Vanderbilt. Back steps, looks again at Hachimura. With the screen, rejects it. And the finish, and it rolls around the rim, and it goes in right toward the net. He has 8 points. Now Curry's right toward the wing, toward the middle. And there's no gap in that pulls his own. As Stephen Curry fires it. They're pulling it back down by 8.
Well, they really have to be out there. They can't lose it. If you don't get it this in time, then there's no rush.
Doncic now finds James. James looks to Doncic. Here's the cut. Inside motion. Richard foul has been picked up on the Warriors. And this will be another new change out for the Warriors and the Lakers. Green and Jackson Hayes are checked back in. Now Doncic will try it over again. Here we're now to Reeves for 3. Triple range is good. Reeves got 9. And it's Doncic with the assist. On his way down is Butler. Butler toward his zone for a 2, and put back good in for a 3. 5:3 to go in the fourth quarter. Now Lakers will have another change-off. They're an opportunity. They're in the 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. You will now find again Hachimura. Hachimura. 3-pointer for Doncic. This one dings off the rim and now goes back to Butler. Healed with it now. Curry for 3. That's good. Another 3-pointer has been capping it in alive. And a timeout will be given over by the Los Angeles Lakers with 5:02 to go. Well, they've been shooting things a bit close lately, and they do not want to leave it alone. This big behind the gap, it's just not working really well.
Well, I know what they don't do. I mean, they just let somebody open, and now they're gonna have to keep on going. They need to close the gap. I mean, there's nobody that they really can't do. I mean, if nobody has a choice to before they're gonna get up and left off.
Yeah, indeed. I know what you're saying now, but they don't really play it up really well. Yeah, I just don't see what goes on now. I mean, as for Lakers, they really have to start spreading it up the floor. Folks, if you're looking for your tickets here for the United Saturday Invitational, that's the BFTI Tour, all the tickets from here in Los Angeles are sold out. There's only one that's closer to you in the Pacific Colony, and that is Seattle. So make sure you choose the location before the tickets are gone. And if you're in the LA County, you don't want to miss that one out here because you'll have to plan things up with another take here at the Sabian Media Center. There might be expansion for the extra day, but it might be too soon to use some busy schedules on the day of August. So be sure to try to plan it in time for the next part of the year of the BFTI Dynamic Sanity Tour by 2026. And just like New York City, they need to give somebody else a better effort. Hachimura outside. Here's a step up. That rolls in out. Once again, these games are still up and underway. We have a lot of game seats available. We have a lot of show seats available for you. One in Houston, and in Seattle, Fort Lauderdale, and Chicago. And he rolls out of bounds. And rolls over the Warriors ball with no room separation between the court and the baseline.
Well, he's really stepping out of the line. I mean, he been knocked down.
Here's still the half-ice Green. Green. Looking nowhere. Backs up. Curry for 3. Misses from outside. So don't forget, all these games and for the show are only on BFDI and Anime Sanity tickets. Be sure to get yours before they're gone. Here's Reeves towards zone with a shot and good to go. He makes it number 2-pointer. That's 11 points in the game for Austin Reeves. Well, they're still overweight and feeling out of the stretch for that. Yield on Reeves. The pass to Butler for 3. And that's another miss by the Golden State Warriors. Under 3:30 to go in the fourth quarter. He goes again to Doncic. Doncic finds Hachimura. Hachimura looks again to Doncic. He finds James. James. Reeves. Into a move. And a great shot puts in for Reeves. He's got 13. Only 23 minutes on the court. 75%.
He really had it all down. I mean, that's what Reeves has been doing. Just get on targets down.
Rudy with nobody around. Made another 3-pointer. 67-60 is the score. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining in the fourth quarter. And they need somebody else to get right to it. Doncic looks over it again at Hachimura. Bounce pass to Reeves. Reeves battles the back again to Hachimura. Screen on James. Alley-oop. Block that pass by Moody. Field with the three. We'll get it back. Fades up. Two-pointer can't hit the mark. Now Hayes will have a chance. Pulls it over, now finds Zelkic. Final 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter regulation.
2 minutes remaining.
Pulls to Hayes. Hayes over Green. That's a nervous here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And over now, 3 in a quarter. Got it! They rolls it right toward the zone. And now pulling it back in, down by 4. Oh boy, this fan is definitely a pretty reaction. We need to get them. Zelkic sticks over to James. James sells it down, now finds Hachimura. And on the take, and he's fouled, bucket one! Hachimura! He rolls it right toward the zone. And he goes right to the floor, heading to the free throw line.
Well, it's just what happens. I mean, Hachimura, what a great chance.
And the foul is picked up on Draymond Green with under 90 seconds in the fourth. And this one calls for the fragment, so they will count the bucket because of what happened, and this replay took him out. And he drops that one in.
Substitution for the Warriors.
Now coming in on the court will be Brady Mazimski. I gotta look at the replay over this one again. I see the monitor of what's going on. I mean, just to recap this. Draymond Green was been pushing over right into Hachimura. As he went down on court, he really messed something up. This is what happens, and they don't really play it often. When he went down that hard, this is what happens. They call the fragrant. So they are upgrading him to a free throw line with his technical free throws. And this is what happens. This really makes him push him out. He's not playing the solo. After a miss here around Los Angeles, here's Payton. And that one misses again. Here's James. Fans on their feet. James now finds Zelkic. Pulls it right down, now finding James again to Reeves. Reeves. Got it bound. Tight shot. He makes it in. And only timeout remaining here by the Golden State Warriors with 45.5 seconds. Just a lot of time effort to pull it in again.
Yeah, they do. They all have to be. Nothing really sold there. They just couldn't get it done.
We'd like to remind everyone that the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports is brought to you by the all-new Kia Electric, official auto car of the NBA. American Express. Don't live life without it. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Chance now to present our New Balance Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game goes to LeBron James.
Well, LeBron James is one of the king. He really showed everything. And when his emotion was passionate. I'm going to say for James, he's really on a great team and my special.
I admit that James is really one of the best high flyers in this game. He really knows his best. Big substitutions on the court here for the Lakers. As right now, Austin Reeves is on the court, along with the other player of it all known for. James Jr. is on the court to start for the first playoff of the first game. Field for three. Travis the outside as Len is on the court. He will slow things down a little bit and will end it off from here. Len's got his first rebound, now finding it again to Shake Milton. Milton now finds James Jr. Now find Vincent. For a shoot. Vanderbilt up. moves in and out, trying to get the shot clock down to 0. And as Millen will make a celebration out of it, and this will give it over to Gabe Vincent. They'll get their first win here in Los Angeles with 5 seconds, and that will be all they have to finish things up. And the last group breaks in for the Warriors and for the Lakers. It has been a best. Don't you agree?
I admit, they definitely do.
And that's going to do it. Final score, Lakers 72-63. And this one was a big on success.
Well, they couldn't get over it done, but now they did.
Well, this is what the Los Angeles puts in. They made a great win. And now time to go courtside. I have is Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
For me, it's never about an individual challenge or individual game. It's about the team. Now, if you take the challenge, anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So, taking a challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays with your teammates to be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you very much. And that about wraps it up, folks. Along with me, Phone, and along with Balloon and Ballpoint Pen and Allie LaForce, this has been a presentation of the postseason of the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us, and you've been watching with this game. So long, everybody. Alright guys, thank you so much. And this one was a big combination of this one with all the bigger support as the Los Angeles Lakers have finally made their win over against the Golden State Warriors. Here's how I did with the total statistics. Only 57 for the Los Angeles Lakers in a field goal position. They really have been dugging it out. Then 35 per three-pointer percentage here for the Golden State Warriors with only 100 free throws as they put it in. And 7 fast break points was the finish. 48 points in the paint was only Los Angeles Lakers. They put it in with a good effort, but couldn't get over this at the better sense that they were doing it for. 6 second chance points for Golden State Warriors with 11 bench points. And it just happens with Golden State Warriors as they really couldn't get there. 8 defensive rebounds was only Golden State Warriors, but it was 30 defensive rebounds for Los Angeles. Only 4 steals for Golden State Warriors. Then 2 blocks for Los Angeles. 4 turnovers for Golden State Warriors as they already put it in there. They did great. 14 fouls was Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, pretty good. Very neat. Clever enough. And 6 dunks for Golden State Warriors. Biggest lead was 11 and 24 time of possession for Los Angeles Lakers. Well, as you may have already said now, it's time to present 3-star players of the game. Light bulb? Alright, thank you very much. Time for 3-star players of the game as I get this one a great start here. And this one we'll give it over to one of our big teams here. Austin Reeves with 15 points and 1 rebound. He only made 7 assists. 7 out of 9 field goals with only 1 3-pointer. And 31 performance effort was his better energy. Number 2 goes to Stephen Curry with 19 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. 7 out of 19 field goals with only 3 3-pointers. And only 30 performance effort really took it all. It's a big shot, but anyway, it will roll it again until this meets the next victim. And your number 1 star player of the game for the New Balance player of the game, it goes to LeBron James. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 1 block, 4 assists, 8 out of 11 field goals, and only 2 3-pointers. He made out of 28 performance effort, just 2 dunks. He just couldn't believe his eyes. That's what happens with James. He makes the king on the court. Well, folks, that's going to do here for the first part of the game here for the first day. Thank you all for tuning in. For anybody who has already been watching this part of the game, from the afternoon game to the evening game, we will see you all back again for our next part of the game. Now remember, these games are going to be happening with the Eastern Conference and Western Conference. With that being said, it's definitely going to be happening in the range. So the first game is going to be the Cavaliers against the Hawks. Coverage starts at 1 p.m. Then the next game will be the Rockets facing against the Timberwolves at Toyota Center. That game coverage will start at 4 p.m. on the other side. And then the next game for tonight will be the Knicks against the Pistons for game number 3 at Madison Square Garden at 7 p.m. And the final game will be at 9 p.m. with the Nuggets and the Clippers. And I will conclude the first game of the presentation of the NBA playoffs. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to his channel and be sure to follow him on his social medias. We're going to wrap it up now as we're going by. Clock is flying by. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you all again for the next game. Peace out, folks, for us a while as the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports Style. This is Fan and Lightbulb signing you out. So long in Los Angeles. Good night, everybody.
If you don't, somebody will.